This is Jupiter13 here, and today we're going to be looking at Arsenal's current squad and the squad that they could have if they would have never sold any players in the past like 4 or 5 years. Just taking a look back at all the players that they used to have, and obviously that's one of Arsenal's things they're known for, is just getting really good players and then selling them, like developing good players and selling them. And so I looked back and made two different teams. I'm not going to put the players in individually, just already have the team set up. So this is the current Arsenal squad with upgrades applied um, as needed, like Ramsey and a couple players. Also, like Mertesacker, Koscielny, Szczesny. I think I kept Sanya, Arteta, Gibbs, Cazorla, Wilshere the same. And then Ozil got a downgrade of 1, and Giroud got an upgrade of 1. Just because I think Ozil, after the first 10 or so games, has really not been impressive with Arsenal, so that's why I've downgraded him slightly. But he's still a very good player. That's the rating of 70 up there in the top right. That'll be show the difference in the teams. That's without a bench, obviously. So what they need there is mainly a striker, maybe another solid midfielder, and they could use a goalkeeper. And then here is the Arsenal squad that they could have if they wouldn't have sold any players. Walcott's just in there to fill in the right mid position. Other than that, we have Ozil that stayed in, and then Mertesacker, Koscielny, Sanya, and Szczesny all stay in. And then the rest of the players have all been sold. Also Cazorla, but he's out on the left mid this time. They sold Clichy, who I think deserves an upgrade of 1, so they could have that left back position a little bit strengthened. Then the main ones of Fabregas, Van Persie, and Nasri. So if you take a look at that midfield, that is an amazing midfield. And then Van Persie up front with a downgrade of 1. Even then, he's still a great player, just hasn't had the best of seasons. So that could be the squad that Arsenal would have if they hadn't sold any players in the past 4 or 5 years. They also they've sold Thierry Henry, William Gallas. Both of them I think would still be relatively decent if they would have stayed at Arsenal. So there's maybe a little bit of team depth that they could also have. And I'd say if Arsenal had this team, they could easily win the Premier League. And they definitely would have also still won the FA Cup, which they recently won, ending their, I think, like 8-year, 11-month trophy drought. But only a difference in rating of 1. But if you take a look at the players in real life, Arsenal could be a loads and loads better of a team if they would have just kept a lot of these players. And I think like Van Persie they sold for either 23 million or 27 million. But not a good sell at all. So yeah, there is the team, and I think I might do a couple more of these, possibly, just like the team now and the team they would have if they hadn't sold anybody. There's a couple videos to fill in before, possibly some World Cup videos, not quite sure yet. So that'll be the video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.